What is going on, guys? What's happening? YouTube, you guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels, and the holiday season is upon us. If you are not already planning for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Green Monday, and really just the overall holiday season, gearing up for Christmas, you're behind. Most e-commerce stores started planning like back in August, if not sooner. And it's really not that far away. So I'm going to be having some videos coming out in the near future about how to get ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Green Monday. And one of the things we can do to get ready, this isn't like one of the major things, right? We should be setting up our sales landing pages and coming up with our deals and figuring out what app, if we don't have one, we're going to be using to run these deals. But one thing that I would suggest doing, gearing up for the holiday season here, is using a shipping insurance program called Route. Now, the best part of this, it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. You're going to be able to stop taking losses on lost packages, damaged packages, packages that are stolen off doorsteps, or packages that customers claim are stolen off doorsteps. I think that's kind of a scam a lot of people try to pull. But one of the things that I see from a lot of new e-commerce sellers is just a lack of vision in terms of playing the long-term game, not willing to take losses and provide good customer service. And here's what I mean by that. I see a lot of people on like some of the Reddits and YouTube and other places, and you'll see people asking a question like, "Oh, I shipped a product to my customer and it got lost in the mail. Like, what do I do?" And somebody will be like, "Well, you ship them another package or give them a refund." And people will be like, "Oh, but I don't want to lose $23. This package costs $23. I don't want to." And think about it from the other end of things. If you were a customer, you ordered something, you never received it, and the store that you ordered from tells you, "Sorry, tough shit. I can't really afford to take a loss of $23. Like, what that's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. More than likely, not only are you going to go on a tangent, leaving negative reviews all over the place, which is going to hurt the business a lot more than $23 worth. But also, you're probably going to wind up doing a credit card chargeback or filing a claim with PayPal. And what's going to wind up happening is you pissed off the customer, they're going to leave negative reviews, and in the end, they're going to wind up getting their money back anyways. Now, why I'm mentioning this as kind of part of the holiday season thing is, when we start getting into holiday seasons and shit, even just long weekends, post offices get backed up, things start moving slower, you start having a lot of lost packages. I remember a couple years ago, we on one single day, we used to drop all our packages at like one particular post office, and one day we had 43 packages go missing, and we were like, what the fuck, how do 43 packages go missing? We actually dropped them off at like the main post office too. It wasn't even like a little satellite post office or just a mailbox. Anyhow, never figured out what happened, what came of that. And, keep in mind, this is like Christmas time. So this is probably first week of December. The following October, so I mean, we're talking, like 9 months later, we have these 43 packages show up at our mailbox store. We basically had a mailbox store across the parking lot from our office. So about 9 months later, these packages show up. The guy who worked at my mailbox store had some contacts in the post office. I guess what happened, one of the trucks wound up like dying on the side of the road or having mechanical issues. They brought it to a yard and never wound up unloading the mail. And apparently this truck just sat in this yard for God knows how long. And eventually 9 months later, we got our packages back. But that's just some of the crazy stuff that can happen around Christmas time. So what is Route? Let me show it to you guys in action here. So if you're checking out on a website, why did this go crazy on me? This website here is called DankGeek. DankGeek is, man, I don't know why this thing's freezing. Let me pause this so we can get this pulled back up. Okay, so this is DankGeek. DankGeek is a site that sells bongs and things like that, right? So let's pick out a dab rig that we want to buy. We'll get this one right here. Add it to our cart. And so here you see where, let's take this off. Okay, so here you see we got, crap, come on. They have one of these slider type shopping carts. This is something that a lot of Shopify stores are starting to do. Rather than taking the customer to a full scale checkout page, you have this kind of slide out checkout page. But anyhow, we see right here Route Shipping Insurance. Now, Route Shipping Insurance, the way that the app works, it actually gets added into your store as a product. But we have this Hemper Honeycomb Dab Rig for $39.99. And then for 98 cents, we have the ability to insure our package. So basically how Route works, it doesn't cost you, the seller, anything. It charges the buyer 98 cents under $100. Anything $100 or over, it charges 1%. But very, very affordable. Here's what Route is. Secure your shipment with one click, trusted by over 300,000 customers. So basically all you got to do is click that box. Instantly it gets approved. This shipping insurance is backed by Lloyd's of London. I actually used Lloyd's of London for shipping insurance privately a couple years back for another business where we sold a lot of high ticket items. We'd have things going through the mail, $50,000 to $100,000, and we use Lloyd's of London to insure our things. But that's who Route is backed by. What's really cool about this is one-click claim. So after your customer buys, and one other thing I'd like to add here is there's two different ways you can run this. You can have it automatically opt in, meaning this box is automatically checked, and if I as a customer don't want it, I have to click and uncheck it. And they actually recommend having it opt in, right? You can also have it set up as opt out. No, I'm sorry. Opt out would be it's automatically checked. You can also have it as opt in, meaning the box isn't checked and the customer actually has to check it. I would recommend having it automatically opt in. Yeah, you'll have some customers who won't realize it until after the fact and be like, hey, why the heck did you charge me 98 cents? Just explain to them what it is. Here's the beauty of Route, though, right? So with Route, if a package is lost, it's covered. If a package is damaged, so that's especially good for a store like this that sells very fragile glass dab rigs and bongs and things like that. If a package is damaged, it's covered. And even if a package shows delivered but winds up getting stolen off the porch, it is still covered. So like I said, one mistake I see a lot of new e-commerce sellers making is it's like, oh, well, a package goes lost and they're bootstrapping their business. They don't have a lot of money, or they haven't made much money, and they don't want to start off taking losses, so they wind up providing really shitty customer service. Well, with this, you can provide a good customer experience and good customer service without having to come out of your own pocket to do it. Like I said, after a customer places an order, in addition to the order confirmation from Shopify, they're also going to get kind of a confirmation from Route. It's going to have a big blue button on it. If they have any issues with their package, all they have to do is one click. And what happens is Route will offer to either reship that same package to them, or Route will offer to refund them. Most people are going to go with a reship. And if you think about it this way, you're actually making money as a seller, right? Like, not that you want packages to get lost, but if a package does wind up getting lost, you got paid for the first sale. Route is going to, out of their own pocket, pay to reorder that product for the customer. So you're actually kind of getting two sales out of one when a package winds up getting lost. As far as like how long it takes for them to, I'll just kind of scroll through here, kind of let you guys kind of see some things as I'm talking here. So if a package winds up getting lost in the mail, they actually wind up, that Route asks that you wait 3 days. Because, sometimes postal people will scan a package a day or two before they deliver it. I don't know if that makes their stats look better or something, but it's not uncommon at all to have a package show delivered, and in a day or 2 days later, it winds up showing up in the mail. So if a package is lost in the mail, Route will ask that you give it, 2 to 3 days to see if it shows up. If not, they'll either reorder or refund. In the case of a package like stolen off a doorstep, or a package that shows delivered that wasn't delivered, Route does ask that your customer files a police report. If it's like a very small dollar package, if it's a $10 package, they probably won't require the police report. But for anything of significant value, they do require a police report. Yeah, it's a little bit of an inconvenience, but, basically tell the customer, like, look, I'm more than happy to cover the package. All you got to do is file a police report. There are some municipalities that will actually let people file police reports online, and it's very easy. Otherwise, I can probably call up and do it over the phone. I don't think you have to go to the police department or even necessarily see a police officer. Why this is kind of a good thing, if anybody were thinking about just trying to pull a scam, they buy a higher ticket item off you, and then they claim it's stolen just so that they can get the item for free, most people aren't going to file a false police report. So that's kind of why that policy is in place. And if a package is damaged, all the customer has to do is take a picture of the damaged package and send it into Route. And normally within a couple hours, that claim will be approved. Right now, from the time that you open up a claim with Route, they're having a decision. within about 4 to 6 hours, and within about 24 hours, you should either have another package on the way to you, or you should be refunded. So like I said, this is a Shopify app. Very easy to add this app to your store. Just one thing to kind of have a heads up on: this isn't something that's only in the shopping cart. Route actually gets added as a product, and then when somebody selects this, it almost kind of treats it as like an upsell. So this is actually a product in your store. So if you're using like any retargeted emails, any abandoned carts, you will want to take some steps to make sure that like people aren't being retargeted with route insurance, just the way that a lot of like retargeting advertising programs work, as well as a lot of abandoned cart systems. Like I was on one store recently that's using route, and I was looking at the store, kind of seeing how different people have it set up. And then I left the store, and about 5 minutes later, I got an email. We saw you were looking at route insurance. Would you like to buy route insurance? And it's like, I was actually looking at some other product, but so you will want to make sure that you're not like retargeting or running ads for route. But that's really the only other thing to watch out for. I mean, like I said, this isn't going to cost you anything as a seller. It's a service you can offer to your buyers. Provides a better customer experience without you having to take losses. Now, when I initially heard about this app, my first inclination was like, I've always had the attitude that when you buy something from me, I'm responsible for getting it into your hands. Like, I would never in a million years dream of telling a customer who had something lost in the mail, like, oh, sorry, tough luck. I have no control over the postal service. Like if the package doesn't get into your hands, I'm going to send you another package or refund you. They have found that this increases conversions. And it may not seem like an issue for a lot of people. Anyone who's run an e-commerce store, I'm sure you've probably dealt with some customer before who's like frantically calling you, like, I live in a really bad neighborhood, or I live in an apartment, please make sure a signature is required, otherwise my packages get stolen or whatever else. So there are definitely people out there who worry about that. People who use route find conversion rates increase, and also they're taking less losses on damaged packages, lost packages, and stolen packages. Who is this good for? This is like a good service for really anybody out there, but especially like if you sell fragile items, awesome service. I think this is something that everybody should be using around the holiday season. Let's just kind of take a look at some of their FAQ. How will this affect my checkout and conversion rate? Route is designed to fit natively into your checkout with a minimalistic design. Doesn't UPS and FedEx already cover this? Sometimes they cover stuff, but it's normally only up to $100. It's normally like pulling teeth trying to get your money. This is really, really easy. Does Route cover porch pirating or stolen items? Absolutely. Yes, when orders are insured with Route, any item stolen off your customers' porches are covered by Route, not the merchant, even after the item is marked delivered. 11 million Americans have had packages stolen off their porches. One other thing I'd like to add, this works for international packages as well. Why this is so awesome, if any of you guys sell internationally, you know that international packages tend to get lost more, they tend to get stolen more. And with a lot of countries, unless you send it like high priority, really expensive shipping, once it leaves the US, it really doesn't get any more tracking after that. So here's a way to be able to sell internationally and not eat a bunch of losses. Is this something my customers will want? Though that's what I was kind of getting into before. Initially I was kind of like, it's kind of my responsibility to get the package into my customers' hands. Should I really be charging my customers for this? But ultimately, they can opt into it, opt out of it. It's going to make their lives a lot easier if something is lost or damaged. And most people aren't going to bat an eye at an extra 98 cents. Route is a licensed company. Again, this is backed by Lloyd's of London. And as far as cost, like I said, 98 cents, under $100, over $100, it's 1%. And it's super easy to set up. You can download it from the Shopify store. I am actually an affiliate for Route, so I'll put my affiliate link down below. If you appreciate this video or you think this will help your store out and you want to use it, I'd greatly appreciate it if you use my affiliate link. But if you just want to sign up for this through the App Store, that is perfectly fine as well. If any of you guys have used Route, let me know what you think of it. Let me know what your experience has been. I've been using Route on 3 different stores. Initially, I did it on one store for about a month-long trial. It wound up going well, so we wound up rolling it out to all 3 of our stores. And I think we've had something like $89,000 worth of packages insured by Route. Haven't had anybody complain about it, and we just recently had to file our first couple claims. I think we filed 2 or 3 claims, and everything went really smoothly. So That's what it is. One more thing you can do to kind of get ready for the holiday season here when the volume of packages pick up and more things tend to get lost, broken, stolen, especially around Christmas time. People drive, you probably see it on World Star Hip Hop or YouTube. People drive around looking for packages to steal off porches. So here's a way to make your customers' lives easier and more secure and avoid you to be taking losses either. There's a very nice back end dashboard on Shopify where you can kind of see all the customers who've purchased Route. If you need to file a claim on behalf of your customer because they deleted their email with the claim button, very easy to do. And then you can kind of keep track of what claims have been paid out and things like that as well. But really awesome app here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you on the next video. Stay tuned, guys. I will be making some more kind of getting ready for Black Friday videos here. And I had actually made another route video a couple weeks back where I think I went into a little bit more depth. So I don't want to hit you guys with that one right away since you already watched this. But if anybody's interested in learning more about Route, maybe I'll drop that video about a week from now. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.